How did it originate? When is the release date? We're going to chop it up, and then I want to hear this first cut in a minute. But
Okay.
tell us a little bit about the first song in the project, and before we hear you play the first one.
Okay, well, the project started with basically just wanting to do a wide variety of music because when you play in certain bands or certain units, you play whatever that unit's focus is.
Correct.
And
Yeah.
over the years, I've kind of got this moniker for being a real funk cat, and realized that funk comes in so many shapes and forms. So if I put the project together, I would be able to just reveal that some other things I do, some smooth jazz, some funk, some R&B, some rock ballads, things like that. And the funny part is that if you strip these tracks down, the funk it's all in there.
Yeah, I know. I can imagine.
So I actually had some fun putting together the unplugged tracks because I got to pull out the pieces that I really liked. And I was like, man,
right. Yeah.
A nice groove going on, man.
Okay. What's the name of this first song that you're going to play for us?
First song I'm going to do for you is a tune called 2 a.m.
2 a.m.? Okay. Now, besides the obvious, you was up at 2 a.m. writing it. what and I'm sure, I don't know, but I'm sure. But what is it the song about, and where did you come up with that title?
Well, when you're gigging, 2 a.m. is usually the sweet spot on the gig, man.
Yes.
That's you've already got the jitters out, everyone's warmed up, everyone's had a few drinks, everyone's cruising with you. 2 a.m. is the moment.
I love that analogy. That's beautiful. That's so sweet. See, that's the kind of stuff that I could only get from you, the pearls of wisdom.
You have to be there.
Spot. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the sweet spot. Boy, do I miss the sweet spot.
Oh, yeah, man. We all do, man. I can't wait to get back to the stage.
Yeah, man. All right, so we got a little bit on that, the sweet spot. Yo, let's hear that song, man. 2 a.m.
All right. Let's hope that all of the sounds and levels are good.
It'll be all right, man.
And coming at you.
Turn the track up. Yo, that's what's up, man. And you can pump that track more too. The next song, you can turn the track up. Yeah, man. Yo, that's tight. We're gonna dissect that right there. I was telling Kim and Kid about the one
project.com. And just in case you wanted to spell it, as GROOVALIC.
VA. Yeah, I keep ER. My bad.
Yeah, that's okay.
My bad.
So there's the GrooveAlicious.project.com. The Groovalicious Project at Facebook page. Also the Groovalicious Project at herenow.com.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So that's beautiful, man. It's so good to see your smiling face, man. I'm just like having all of these plethora of emotions, bro. I'm going through it, but it just does my heart good. Your new music is awesome. What you do is awesome. You're a beautiful human being, man. So hit us with the name of this next track. Munchies?
No, the actual name of it is The Butterfly Effect.
Butterfly Effect.
The Butterfly.
I like that. Okay, and turn the track up, bro.
Okay, you got it. Hang tight.
Yo, yo, off the hook. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, bro. You're too kind.
Oh, too kind. Oh my goodness. Off the hook. The butterfly. What do you say? The butterfly?
The butterfly effect.
The butterfly effect. Yo.
Yeah.
Yo. Off the hook. Yo, I'm wearing my New York stuff for you today, but I got and my Queens. So, but
Yeah.
yo, brother, words. I got goosebumps. You can see, yo, I ain't kidding. I got them. There they are. See what I'm saying? I got goop, yo. I'm sitting here sweating. I'm like, let me tell you. First of all, the song itself, the title is insane, and the bottom, the groove is just sitting there, and I can see how you portrayed your feelings for your wife in that song, in that solo. Oh my goodness, that's such a beautiful, beautiful thing, man. And I can see that like going straight to the top of every chart, everywhere, wherever, all around the world. The beautiful part about shows like this and the other venues that you're going to be on, your music covers everything. That song can be everywhere, It can be everywhere, man. Whoa, my goodness. I know right now you're that feeling inside, but I can see in the corner of my eye Kevin over there smiling somewhere. I can feel him. Yeah. He ain't even here. He's in Philly. I'm in North Carolina. I can feel that pride thing, man. You guys should be extremely proud. You, first of all, should be extremely proud of what you're doing with your music and just that sound. That sound. That's you. Nobody's doing that on this planet. Ever will, ever has, ever will. That style. I am. I got so many emotions to talk about that music and that drive and that track. Because the title and how you said it came about. When you was laying it down, you said you put that down in one take.
Yeah, that was one take. Usually, and I actually had planned to go into the studio and re-record it. It was a reference track. And what you hear on the CD was the first take, done in the bedroom.
Do not change that.
There was so many moments like that during this whole project where I'm like, okay, here's the pre-production tracks, and I'm ready to re-record things. And quite often, producer and engineer was like, why would you change that, man? I think it's just the way it is.
I know, because I'm listening to it and I was picturing you like laying there. I'm like, okay, there's been stories of cats that's done stuff like that. And the story of James Jamerson laying on his back playing Marvin Gaye, what's going on after he was, coming home from a late night. And I'm trying to picture you just doing that. And I'm like, man, that's divine. That's nothing but divinity right there. The funk guys and the man upstairs said, listen, boom, I want you to play this for me. You playing that for him. That track ain't for none of us. I heard like how you moaned for Eddie Hazel in there and Hendrix. I heard that. I heard how you paid your little signature amateurs to the cats that you just mentioned before and still put yourself into it. Because I heard it. It's like, that's all groove. That's like, oh my God. I'm shook up for the rest of the day, bro. I'm shook up. I'm shook up. Where do I go from there? I want to hear it again.
You're too kind, bro. You're too kind.
I want to hear it again. I'm shook. It's like you come on one of them records and you be like, oh man, play that first song. When we was back in the day with the record player, play that again. Yeah. Like the first time I heard Earth, Wind & Fire Power, I must have played it like 10 times in a row. God bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. So this project, tell us a little more about it.
Okay, excuse me. Wanted to put together a CD that, like in the old days where you put on you get your album, you put your needle on the record, and just let it play through the tracks. You know, I wanted to put something on that in such a way that it's a journey, it's a musical journey, and it starts off smooth, and then it just rides through. The first 3 tracks are smooth jazz mostly. Then, you know, I do 2 a.m., which introduces a little of the funk element. Then my son Kyle wrote a track on the CD as well.
He played bass. Okay. And he played bass on the track?
Yeah, he played bass on the track, and he wrote the tune.
I love it. I told you he was welcome to be in the band. I didn't really mind. I know he's ready. You told me he was ready.
He's ready. You know, he did bass on the CD, but he's really a guitarist.
Yes, Kevin told me that. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, we sit here, you know, we're mashing it up, and he's just sitting here playing guitar and playing stuff that I can't play.
Yo, he got it from you though. He got it from you. I know. I seen him. I seen him watching you play, so I know.
Yeah.
You know? That's awesome, man. That you know, that's an amazing thing to have. Besides the musical gift you have this plethora of love around you, bro. And it illuminates you. It does, man. And you went through something a couple of years ago, you know, that was touching that, you know, I gave you a lot of credit and strength and courage for, and you overcame a certain, you know, cancer that you had. And tell me at that moment, how serious was it with that interacting in your music career?
Oh, well, it had to be just put on hold. You know, I had to focus on the health. And musically, I wasn't doing anything, but the music family reached out to me at key points, man. You know, when you're going through the whole chemo thing, it's a rough ride. Anyone that's done it understands it. And for me, there were moments where my spirit was low and the phone would ring, and it's one of the cats. You know, hey, man, I'm just checking on you. They have no idea how important and how timely those calls were that came in. You picked me back up, you know, and gave me a restart, you know, hit the reset button for me. And my musical family, thank goodness, is tremendous. You know, in this business, you meet some cats, and then that cat introduces you to this cat, and then that branch reaches that branch. So it goes on. And I had a lot of, you know, cats that reached out to me. So I had family. I had coworkers, I had musicians, so everybody, you know, helped keep me up spiritually during that time, which is important. You know, I've always been a positive mind. I'm like a glass half full kind of guy to begin with.
Always, yeah, man. Yeah.
You know, I wake up in the morning, I'm happy every morning, you know, because I'm like, I'm up. That was an important part of my recovery. And actually, the first track on the CD was the first song I wrote once I was recovered.
Right.
Sundance. And I played that, and it felt good. I'm like, you know what? Let me just finish developing this into a full track. And it was significant, you know. I'm a Sun person. I felt good. I felt healthy again, and I got a chance to capture it in the music. So when you listen to the first track, Sundance, that's where that was coming from.
Yeah. And tell the audience again when the release date is. Those just tuning in.
Tuesday, July 14th.
Okay, that's great, man. I'm gonna make sure I bombard my page that day. I'll set a reminder for myself because you're incredible and you're a gift to this planet. You know, I'm not really from this planet. Renee Billy says awesome. Yeah, she says awesome. You're getting comments on Facebook already, but awesome. Yeah, you know I'm not from here, but I appreciate what I'm a hybrid, but I appreciate all the human stuff. That's how I connect with all. You notice I only connect with the best. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the rest, I'm like, the rest of the human beings, they want to fight and argue and all this other stuff. I want to be around people like you. You know, because that keeps me uplifted, man, while I'm down here doing what I do. Mark Lee, one of the producers at IBM as well, said, you know, amazing guest, you know, there are going to be times when we're down and up, and you've been that, the glass half full guy for me all the time. And I can't get enough of what you do. And you know, we got to touch on this because it's the elephant in the room. Although, you know, we still got time, and you know, you got another track for us. But I have to ask you, not so much the movement, but so much the solutions. Because Kim, our producer, and Kevin, they have the same mindset too. They just don't know it because they're always talking about what's the solution. All right. So how do you feel, first of all, obviously as an Afro-American man making music in this country, right? And knowing that you could walk out your door, no matter what you've done creatively, you could get heard.
Wow. I tell you, it's amazing what you get acclimated to and accustomed to. You should never walk with fear, but you know, you're forced to do simple things. Like, you know, I don't keep my documents in a glove box. My documents in the car are kept in the compartment right below.
Right there. Yep, right there.
You know, and I've always, you know, I was raised to be a polite individual and try to be articulate and immediately differentiate yourself from the preconceived notion, the guy that they're always putting on the 6 o'clock news. You know, try to establish that immediately when I encounter anyone of authority. You know, so you deal with me, not the image or what's portrayed. And I kind of pass that on to my sons, pass it on to my students, as a matter of fact. You know, survival 101 in the world of today. You know, how to carry yourself, how to interact with law enforcement individuals. Now, in terms of solutions, I don't claim to have any solutions. I mean, to me, all this is simple. Life is simple. You treat people the way you want to be treated, and all this goes away. And you know, you stop thinking about the differences in people and start thinking about the similarities. If I don't know you and I want to approach a conversation, it's from a position of what do we have in common, not the obvious differences. I mean, you turn out the lights, all the obvious differences disappear. We have nothing left but to find out what we have in common. You know, and that's the real solution. And without getting, like, you know, super political or trying. It's America. It has a long-term problem. It's a long-seated problem, and nothing's going to change overnight. Nothing's going to change without much strife. You know, historically, we know nothing has changed easily in America. It's going to take work.
Yeah.
And it's going to take some camaraderie.
Yeah.
It really is. And I always have this that I share with everyone, and this is the beauty of music. I always say we need to put emphasis on the things that we share, you know, things we like together. We all can take a room full of people who don't speak the same language, who have no cultural things in common, and you know what they'll all do? They'll do this to the music, man, in sync.
Yep.
That's right. Common thread right there.
Yep.
No words spoken. And you've seen it at shows where you hit the groove in the concert and you look at somebody, you don't even know a person, but you're there, you're like, yeah, we're feeling that. To me, that's the magic of music, man.
Yeah.
It's a universal language that's second to none, man.
Yeah. Yo, what you said is so deep and poetically said so smoothly. And I like, there's a song in there somewhere when you said turn out the lights and all our differences. I'm taking note because that's the song right there. If you turn out the light, because like you said, musically, we're just, and you know, being musicians and artists, you know, especially from New York, we're like, well, if you can play, you can play. White, black, Puerto Rican, Spanish, you know, mixed, don't matter, you know? And I think that's one of the gifts I tell people all the time, you know, I'm so blessed to be able to do this thing because the people that I've met it opened, you know, as a kid, you know, you in the first band in school, you're playing with different people. The band was the band, you know, playing whatever. It didn't matter the color. It was like, what instrument are you?
Yeah, exactly.
Didn't matter what color, you know. And like you said, man, we're in a long-term fix. But the beauty is, you know, Kayla Maya, 12 and 16 now, your nieces. So they're pretty big now. And their generation is gonna hold it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I've been out at a few of the protests and watching the rainbow come together. And I think, okay, we didn't turn the corner, but at least we're approaching the corner, you know. And as long as you and I can be here to keep this funk music alive and music alive, it'll rub off on a few of them, and maybe they'll get it. You know, maybe they'll get it, man. It's amazing. Again, here we are, Funk Music with Zack live, 12 p.m. on IBM.TV. John Groovalicious Willis, he's been like an amazing guest. We got some more time to spend with him. We got one more song that he's going to do, and we've talked about a lot of stuff. You know, you can get into it. You guys can always go back on IBM.TV and follow it, YouTube, Facebook Live. It'll be there. Just look it up. Super Sunday, you know, is the whole show. And then I got my little segment. And believe me, you know, this is just the first of many for you. So just prep your mind for that. Prep your mind for that. I just want to keep you prepped. Eric J just put out something. Did you play on that? Stay on Code. Did you do that project?
No, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah, I was interested because I'm trying to get him on to come on, you know, and I you know, he texted me the other day and he's like going to come on, but I was trying to figure out how all of us could get together and just improv something, you know what I mean? And I'm working on that, you know, like Kevin Philly, you there, Prez where he is, you know, because we kind of might need to try and give that a stab at some point too, but I'm working on it. I'll keep you posted on that.
You know what? Something might already be in the works because the last session I did with Prez up in Newburgh, after we finished the session, I said, roll the tape, man. So I'm going to give you some funk for nothing. And just roll the track.
I like that, funk for nothing.
Oh, yeah. And he said, oh, man, that's a whole nother track. So we need to take that track and pass it around, let everybody put something on it and see what comes of it. And I really think that's a great idea, a great way to do it.
For sure. And you know what? For that, I'll drive to Philly to get with Kevin his place. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not contagious or anything, and I'm healthy, and it would just be me in my car there and back. So when we're ready to make that happen, let me know and then tell me what y'all want me doing. I'll be more than happy, man, because that'd be so sweet. You know, that'd be so sweet. It's amazing to see your face again. You have no idea how happy I am, man. Such a beautiful spirit, man. You are. So tell us about this next track, this last one you gonna play for us, man. It's
okay.
Name and you know.
This track was co-written along with me by Nancy McDuffie.
Okay.
And we wrote this track a long time ago. And the fact that it still feels good means it's timeless and it's worth it's worth a spot on the CD.
Yeah.
The tune is "Don't Burn Me Out," and you know that is made for the working man.
Yeah. So who is Nancy? Who is she?
Nancy McDuffie. Wow. Nancy is she is like the quadruple threat. She's done plays. She's a songwriter. She's done TV. She's just incredibly.
I know the name. Yeah. Yeah, I know the name. Yeah.
She's part of KM Entertainment.
Okay. Yeah.
She's also done music videos.
Okay.
She does it all.
Okay, yeah. Now it's because you know me with names. I'm like, I go by a nickname. That's why, you know, for me, my memory shot. So everybody that I know, and now I'm putting the two together. You know, I get where she was done, and I'm trying to get Kevin the wear it out so we can, you know, finish doing what we're doing with our video stuff. But that's another subject. But yeah, so cool. I'm anxious to hear it. So you guys co-wrote this song.
Yeah. A long time ago, we co-wrote it.
What's the name of it?
Don't Burn Me Out.
Don't Burn Me Out. Gotcha. Yeah. Don't Burn Me Out. All right. So you know, give us a little bit of Don't Burn Me Out, man.
Okay.
Don't spare it.
Okay. All right.
Do you? I love it. John Groovalicious Willis, right here live on IBM.TV, yo. The man's amazing guitarist and spiritual human being and teacher and father and husband.
Sorry about that. Trying to get it together here.
Take your time, bro. Ain't no rush. Ain't no rush, man. I'm going to give you the whole screen. Like, I love to see everything when you're doing it, so go for it.